So I had a handful. I don't think this is, I had a handful of things that I was prepared to say, and then I got an opportunity to meet and talk to Ruth Shack, like genuinely for the first time tonight, and started recounting my relationship with the Miami Foundation, because it actually starts a long time ago. I run an organization called Guitars Over Guns, for those of you that don't know, and my very first kind of philanthropic efforts were around some of the structures that the Miami Foundation has built. And my earliest training as a leader was actually through the Miami Leaders Program. And I was sent to Indiana University, and that was the first time I really learned anything about fundraising, which made good sense to then enroll and give Miami Day the following year. and then became a part of the community grants program, and my relationship with Miami Foundation has been a long and really cherished one ever since. And you know, in the sense that the Miami Foundation is truly representative of the community, and a true partnership to our organization is a true testament to what you've built. So let's give it up for Ruth Shack. It's really an incredible thing, and we appreciate you for it. And Ruth said to me, "So what do you do? Why are you here? What brought you here?" And I was a little bit thrown off about the question, but realized that, I told her that my journey here came from being a professional musician in Miami and having a crazy experience at a juvenile detention center, playing music for a group of kids, and recognizing that through music I had an opportunity as a musician to connect with a group of kids that the rest of society had kind of written off as unreachable, and just refused to believe that that was the case because of the connection that we made, and made a commitment to use art to allow them to tell their stories so other people wouldn't. And that's been an incredible journey that's gotten me to where I am today. And it was until this program that I really felt capable of doing that, and feel, as a result of being a Miami Fellow, that now I have a better understanding of the challenges that certain people in our community are facing and dealing with, and some of the systemic issues that play into that. And over the last 14 months, I've learned a tremendous amount. When Javier asked me why I want to be in this program, in the interview, was to learn about the things and the forces, the systemic forces that have created the situations that we are collectively trying to champion in our community. And it's been an incredible 14 months of that. And we've learned a ton, particularly about ourselves. And for those of you that have been through the Miami Fellow Program, you know that your leadership journey starts with yourself, and you get to find out quickly what your derailers are. It's the list of things that can throw you off, and you get to know yourself quickly, and there's varying numbers of these derailers that you have. And my list is longer than the contributors to Give Miami Day. But I wanna first of all make sure that I thank Javier and Charisse. You know, your collective vision and the experience of being Miami Fellows is really geared towards all the things that you provide us with in terms of the community and the leadership in the community. But it's your leadership that we get a really unique view into as a result of that. And so much of Javier, particularly your leadership, takes place behind closed doors in the foundation, and through understanding the people that work with you and for this community. It's an honor to understand the impact that you're having. Charisse, you're our rock star. For everyone that's been in the Miami Fellows Program, Charisse is the one that truly leads the leaders. She is the one that exemplifies true leadership in the community, and she doesn't do it for awards or recognition. She does it in such a subtle and impactful way that we've all learned so much from you as a result of this process that I'd regret not publicly saying that, because it's been truly one of the most influential and impactful parts of my journey, and I'm sure everyone else this year. And I gotta shout out Jordan. Not just because I work with his brother, but to see him evolve and really truly, from at least our perspective, be considered one of the Miami Fellows, because the conversations with you and your participation in this have been huge to all of us.
You got enough applause earlier.
Leadership in the work. But it's been in learning about Miami as a city, the history of our city, and the history of the challenges that we face that has given us a sense of place and ownership in this place, a sense of opportunity and a sense of responsibility, not just to the city, but most importantly to each other and those of us that have been through this process. We can't unsee what we have seen in the last 14 months. We can't unlearn what we've learned, and we cannot afford to be inactive. Our obligation as leaders is to accept our responsibility as leaders. Whether or not you chose to be in this position or not, we all have a unique opportunity to create impact. And if we can do our job and accept the responsibility to create a community where accessibility and opportunity are not defined by the zip code that you live in, then we're taking steps in the right direction. And it's about leveraging the strengths of this community that are so unique to Miami that the rest of the world is looking at and trying to figure out, and we can be those leaders. The thing that this has taught me is that we're not just leaders of our organizations anymore. We can't afford just to be leaders of our organizations. We're leaders of the city. We're leaders of this community. And just want to have a little toast to Class 10 and everyone that's gotten us here today, and previous classes and everything else. Here's to this incredible network and the support it provides that you all have built. Here's to being accountable to each other. And here's to making the hard decisions when we have the opportunity to do them in the spirit of Miami and everything that we believe it can be. Maybe the end of Class 10, but it's definitely the beginning of our collective impact. So.
So to close, we just want to present some individual awards to Class 10. So if you could come up here as a group. So I just have to make sure I don't forget anybody. Alex Dominguez. Woo! Arun Ravicharan. Chad Bernstein. I just want to share what it is that I just want to share. I'm destroying the one from Tony Lopez. Sorry, Tony. You don't have to open it. For each of the classes, we have provided them something to put on their desk. It is an engraved compass that has their name, their class, and it says Losing Towards Greater Miami. The idea being that we have given you support and some insights, but your core values and a lot of other things and each other will always be your guiding compass. And as both a memory of what you've been through and looking forward, we're looking forward to seeing what you do for this community.
Thank you.
So, everybody all stand. Okay.